Hey there. It is Thursday, October 27th. I have not posted in a couple of months. Um, I have no idea, I have no plan for what I'm going to talk about today, but I thought I should maybe show up. Two quick updates, both really good news. The first is that my 6-month MRI, which was completed at the very end of September, shows no visible signs of progression. So that's really great. There are certain types of CAA that can be rapidly progressing, and those are bad. They're not, they're rare. So it wasn't expected, but it was good to rule that out. And the second piece of good news is that um, after a whole lot of work and red tape and phone calls and emails and everything, um, my group long-term disability insurance claim was approved. So this is really huge, and I was really lucky that my employer included that as a standard benefit to everyone while I was there, and only like 47% of these claims get approved. So that's not good, and I'm very fortunate, and I'm really glad that worked out. And then we'll see. Everything's pending for the Social Security disability, which I won't know for probably at least 3 months, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm not as worried about that. So that's good. I mentioned last time I was having some stomach issues, and those ended up lasting like 2 months, and I was mildly nauseous every day, just whine, 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 and I couldn't do really anything. So I was already like not great, and then that happened, and there weren't very many good days. And that was a domino effect of side effects from blood pressure medication. So I am now only on 3 instead of 4. It's just, it's like old lady stuff. That's the way it goes. Yeah, and I've been really battling the fatigue. I put makeup on for you because I feel gross, and it helps a little, with the energy to put yourself together. And I'm not doing that very often, but I did it for you. Yeah, things are good with the family. Everybody's, rocking and rolling. And there's stress. There's usual stress. My daughter's applying for colleges. She's a senior. Most of you watching this, I'm sure, know her, and she's doing good. She's had a lot going on. She's getting through it really well, and Mike's doing well. I have been missing music a whole lot lately. Um, if you don't know, I fronted a band called Orange Sky for 12 years, and Mike's in the band. We were kind of rooted at First Unitarian Church here in Rochester, and we have an amazing community. And I haven't been singing at all. I keep saying I'm going to. I just don't have the energy in any consistent way. And it's sort of like hard to know where to start when you have no goal, no performance coming up, nothing like that. Kind of okay. So there's this theory of I can sing at home by myself, but I don't even know how to, you know, structure that. And I'm not good at structuring anything right now. Um, I mean, I sing along to YouTube music, which I'll play at home sometimes, here and there, and I just sort of need to get off my ass and do more. Um, so I miss my band a lot, and I used to always sort of, when I would tell people about the band, say that we're the house rock band at First Unitarian, but we're really a real band, and we play secular covers, and we have gigs here and there, and sort of always had this stupid self-consciousness that people that didn't know about it would think it wasn't, you know, professional or cool, or there's, I guess, maybe a church band idea that people have that I wanted to not necessarily be thrown in with. I mean, there's a hell of a lot of good church bands, no pun intended, but I just felt like, we're different. And anyway, it was kind of, I regret some of that because I don't miss the gigging as much as I miss playing at church. And I really put a lot of thought into planning. That was, I sang, other people sang too. We were very much an ensemble, but I was kind of in charge of planning what music we were going to do. And I worked to, collaborate with the worship staff and tried to really choose pieces that were going to work well and really mean something to people and really serve them. And I have been going to church. It's one of the only places I'm going regularly. And there's a new music director, and there's some new people playing and singing, and they're really great. And I have this different perspective as not being at all part of the staff or the process, at how much of an impact the music has. And it's not that I didn't know that, but it's different when you're on the inside. And I have a lot of pride in what we did together and what I did in terms of the coordinating. And I have a lot of, I'm proud of, and I believe that we made a difference for people, and maybe not everybody wants secular rock music at church, and that's cool. But I think for a lot of people, we made a difference. And for 2 years, I sort of invented this thing where it was called Soul Assembly. And it started off being, boy, was it every month? I can't remember. But it was Saturday nights. And the whole idea was to make it a community event. It was not a church service. It was sort of the band was the root of the content in a way, or at least the through line across all the events. But I really worked hard to bring in notable people from our area, brilliant performers and speakers. We had storytellers, and we had Danielle Ponder, which is unbelievable looking at how her career is finally skyrocketing, which it should be, and I can't wait to see more. And we had dancers, and yeah, just, it was amazing. Slam poets. I was so proud, and it was an experiment, and we used multimedia, and we tried to get people up doing things and dancing, and everybody engaged. And not every occasion was as successful as the others, but it was labor of love for sure. And we had so many people pitching in to provide snacks and set things up, so it was, not church like in terms of the environment. just to give it a little different flavor. And so many people, it was just a great effort. And I was done doing it anyway. It was about to end when the pandemic hit, and it would have been probably the final soul assembly when the pandemic happened, and I had to cancel the last one. Uh, but when I think about what I've done so far, that I'm proud of, that has meaning, that I really miss, that I never imagined probably wouldn't be possible again. All of that is sort of front and center. I loved my job that I had at Jiva Theater a lot, and I have other, jobs I was proud of. And, obviously my family and friends and loved ones, those are number one. But in terms of doing and contributing beyond that, music, with the band, with Orange Sky, and all of the ways that we did that. Um, yeah, I had a big sob fest on Sunday. Uh, really missing that. A lot of things that I don't do, can't do anymore. I don't think about sort of randomly. I live in the moment. I'm quite lazy. I'm just resting and not doing very much. And I keep thinking I'm going to try to change that. It's just really hard. I don't know what I was saying. So yeah, I'm not doing a lot. And I don't worry. Like, I don't pine over things. I don't sit around sort of pining. I had 2, 3 months of more grief and went through it, and it happens. It comes up here and there, sort of randomly. But um, yeah, that's been up lately. Um, I want to thank everybody who has helped us out with rides, with food. It's incredibly generous and helpful, and we just cannot believe how much support we've had and continue to have. And the visits, people that I've been able to spend an hour with here and there, helps keep me feeling human and engaged. Um, and yeah, so I wanted to pop in and say hello and do something, because I've been feeling a little bit absent and just out of it and tired, and wanted to rise to the occasion today to say hello. I hope all of you are having a wonderful fall. I will try to come back soon. Take care.